Building a website used to mean either learning to code or paying someone who did. That's not really true anymore. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put together a clean, good-looking website from scratch, even if you've never written a line of code. We're going to design it inside Claude Design, generate all the visual assets with GPT Image 2 so it actually looks professional and not like a stock template, and then bring everything together in Claude Code to ship the final site. By the end, you'll have a workflow you can repeat for any project, so let's get into it. Alright, when you get into Claude Design, the first thing you want to do is click on the wireframe. So what a wireframe is, basically you're using Claude Design to help you kind of blueprint your website before you actually generate visual assets and actually create a prototype for your website. The reason why you want to do this is because you want to make sure that you have a good idea or a good plan or a good blueprint before you waste your limit on, creating assets that you're not going to end up using. So I always start with wireframe first, and then you can transition into creating a full-on high fidelity website. So I'm calling it web design website. I know, really bad for creativity, but I'll just press create. All right. So the prompt I'm giving it is basically I wanted to design a wireframe for a video game website. And the inspiration I'm using from is the Assassin's Creed style visual. So the site should match that aesthetic, dark, cinematic, atmospheric. Obviously, I'm going to give it some visual assets using GPT Image 2. And you also want to specify what sections you want. So I want a cinematic hero with game logo, story overview, world and setting with interactive map placeholder, pre-order editions, and news and media section, and a footer with newsletter sign up and social links. And then I'm just going to press enter. All right, this is our first generation of the website. And obviously this is a wireframe, so it's not going to generate any logos or things like that, and kind of save you the limits because you want to use this when you're actually satisfied with the website, you're satisfied with the layout and everything. So this is your time to kind of look at it, take a first glance at it, and then improve. For example, this section, I don't really want this section anymore. I don't think people are going to care about it or it adds much value. So I'm going to tell it to remove that section. So I told it to make a couple of changes. First one, obviously remove the news and media section and replace it with testimonials instead. Make the background lighter. I don't really like how dark it is. I want it to be more lighter. And then the font, I don't want a handwriting style and I want it easier to read. And I wanted to use less words because this is, to me, in my opinion, too many words. So this is why it's important to use the wireframe section first so you can make those edits. But other than that, I really like the map feature I added and everything. And like this layout, I will obviously fill this up. So it's going to look much better once I'm done with it. But this is obviously just step 2 in the whole process. All right, you can see that it got rid of the news section and kind of put a testimonial section, which I think fits better for this website. I also told it to change the font, which it has done. And then I also updated the name of the game to be called The Slayer. I know it's a little bit cheesy. And this hero section, you notice that I also changed as well because I didn't really like the old layout. But one thing now you got to do is that with Claude Design is that the limits run out quite fast and they're only there for a week. If you look at it, the Claude Design, I already used up 81% of it, and I obviously have more limits for my other sections like Claude Code and everything like that. So what I'm going to do now is click on the share button over here, and I'm going to hand this off to Claude Code, and then in there, I'm going to update this website and add visual assets. So copy the command. So I've copied that message from Claude Design, and I put it in here, and then all you got to do is press enter. Before we continue, we just launched the Universe of AI newsletter. If you want to stay on top of AI news without having to hunt for it, link is in the description. Don't miss out. And while Claude Code is setting up our website from Claude Design, what I'm going to do right now is show you guys how to create visual assets. So you guys can see this character I created using something called GPT Images 2, which is probably, in my opinion right now, the best model at the moment when it comes to creating visual assets. And my prompt was pretty simple. All I told it was to create a medieval game character for my game I'm creating, and he looks similar to the Assassin's Creed character, and you guys can see that this is the character we are getting, and I'm pretty satisfied with this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this because now I have my first visual asset. Obviously, this is just a demo. We need it to actually move and add some motion, and that's when the second part comes in. So I'm using Leonardo.ai app. I'll put a link as well. And then I'm going to add my image. All right, so I've uploaded my image and then I'm describing it to create my first scene, which is a dark stone floor, black void background, drifting, and the character is raising his head and they kind of looks into the camera. So we're going to put this and let's see what it creates for us. All right, this is Generation Live. I'm pretty satisfied with it. So then I'm going to download this. And then using that reference image from GPT Image 2, I downloaded some other visual assets. So once you're done generating your visual assets, then we're going to move on to the next step. So let me show you guys that as well. And then once again, using GPT Image 2, I created my 3 box arts for the game as well a map. And one thing that you could do is that you could do this in separate prompts, but then it will obviously take up more tokens. But if you give it in one prompt like this, you can just split the images yourself. So that's a little trick for you guys. This is kind of okay for what I want. Obviously, like there are different additions that we could create, but this is pretty sick. Like it matches the image that we created originally. So the image consistency is there. The map looks cool, and this looks like legit art that could be, on a game or a video cover or box art. So I'm happy with this, and then download this as well. So now if you guys remember, I brought in my website to Claude Code using the command I got from Claude Design. And then what I'm going to do is I've given it all of my visual assets. Then I'm telling Claude Code to use these visual assets to complete the website. And then I'm telling it like use the videos for the hero section and other section, use the map to update the interactive map section, and use the game box art for the additions. And I wanted to update each section to ensure consistency across the website. And I want it to be a visual website that is interactive. So then I just have to press enter. And what you're looking at right now is our final website. Obviously, this is like pretty good. We have our visual assets that we gave it. We can see that video over there. Then we have the video other one where it's looking in the background running over here. And then we have this image from GPT Image 2. I like this how it updated the cursor feature where like it's a target, I guess. And then we have our interactive map from that image. We can see it added all these interactive features that are really nice and everything. And we can see that it made the website much better compared to before. And this is how you go from Claude Design to GPT Image 2 to a working website. This is still like 80% there. Like I wouldn't say this is like a complete production ready website. But what I want to show you guys is one thing that I'm not a designer myself, but I'm able to create something like this, which I would say is 80% there. Obviously, when you're working with the designer, you're going to get better, maybe text and fonts and things like that. And you can refine this. This is just like, a simple generation. I just want to show you how you can go from something simple like a Claude Design wireframe to a working website with Claude Code that you can put on GitHub or even publish using Cloudflare or anything like that. But that's pretty much it. This is how you go from Claude Design to GPT Image 2 and bring it all together in Claude Code to create a visual website that you can actually use in production. Obviously, the assets you're seeing, you can refine them, you can update the quality. The video I downloaded was at a lower quality, but if you had access to higher limits, and you can download this at higher qualities. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys make your own website and try out this workflow for yourself. But that's it for today's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Follow our new newsletter as well at universeofai.beehive.com. As well, subscribe to the main channel World of AI and support us on X by following the Universe of AIZ as well. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.